Hello and welcome to FloRugby's preview of Round 8 of the BKT United Rugby Championships, where rivalries will reignite and the stakes just keep on climbing as the season progresses. This weekend promises thrilling matchups across Ireland, Italy, South Africa, Wales and Scotland as the URC hits its festive derby rounds, which will see some of club rugby's greatest and most storied rivalries renewed. We start with Friday night's Irish interprovincial clash where Ulster Rugby hosts Munster Rugby at the Kingspan Stadium at 2:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Both sides are eager to bounce back after their Champions Cup setbacks last weekend. Ulster, who are currently sitting in 10th position in the URC standings, suffered heavy defeats to Toulouse and Bordeaux Beglas, conceding a whopping 101 points across the two games. Munster, just one spot below Ulster in 11th, narrowly lost to Castres last weekend, but did beat Stade Francais in round 1 with a bonus point. Key players to watch in this one will be scrum half John Cooney, who returns from injury for Ulster, and winger Zach Ward makes his league debut, having impressed in the Champions Cup. Munster, meanwhile, have reshuffled their lineup with 6 changes, including the return of Gavin Coombs and Shane Daly, who both were missing in Castres and looked very, very crucial to Munster's chances, obviously playing a big role in their loss there. On Saturday, action kicks off early in Treviso, Italy, where Benetton takes on Zebra Parma at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Zebra enters the game amid off-field drama as the Italian Rugby Federation has announced the franchise is now up for sale. While their future is uncertain, Zebra's focus will be on turning their season around in a heated derby clash. At 8:45 a.m. Eastern, it's a South African showdown in Cape Town. The DHL Stormers will host the Emirates Lion in a derby packed with intensity. The Stormers are desperate for a turnaround, sitting 13th in the league after a challenging start to their season, and they lost both of their Champions Cup matches, including their home round against Toulon in round 1. Meanwhile, the Lions are riding high after a 6-try victory over Pau in the EPCR Challenge Cup. So, can the Stormers defend their home turf, or will the Lions continue their strong form as one of South Africa's top sides this season? Later, the Kings Park Stadium in Durban will be rocking with a 35,000 sellout crowd as the Hollywood Bet Sharks host the Vodacombles at 11 a.m. Eastern. Both teams are coming off Champions Cup defeats and looking for redemption. The Sharks are boosted by the return of Springbok stars including Siya Kolisi, Makazole Mapimpi, making this a must-watch derby in what is one of the biggest clashes in club rugby. Derby fever then spreads to Wales at 12:15 p.m. Eastern, where the Ospreys host the Scarlets in Swansea. The Ospreys faced a turbulent week after head coach Toby Booth's sudden departure from the side. While the Scarlets are aiming to snap a 7-year losing streak at the venue. With pride and local bragging rights on the line, this promises to be an intense clash between two of Welsh rugby's greatest sides. Saturday wraps up with Leinster vs Connacht at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Leinster are undefeated so far this season in both the URC and the Champions Cup, but they are still pushing for improvement after last weekend's gritty win over Clermont. Connacht, fresh off back-to-back Challenge Cup victories, will be looking to cause an upset in Dublin, and if there's any side you'd be betting on pulling off the upset, it would be Connacht, who have a history of doing such. Sunday brings us to Hampden Park in Glasgow for a historic moment. The 1872 Cup's first leg between the Glasgow Warriors and Edinburgh Rugby will take place at Scotland's National Football Stadium for the first time. With a near record crowd expected, this match could be one for the ages between two teams who are now in pretty good form. That's your guide to an action-packed weekend of rugby. Don't forget you can catch all of these matches live on FloRugby. So stay tuned and enjoy the action. And as ever, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave us a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button for all of your rugby.